feels like freedom. The ideology of sin, we no longer need it.
Y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned into Kingdom Things Podcast with me, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah, the Jewish culture widely awaited Mashiach, as well as the Hindu culture prophesied Kalki. Full circle moment alert. So are you. Why, Ashley? Thank you for asking this question. What I have in me, you have in you. What you have in you, I have in me. We are all dimensions of the infinite sea. We are all authentic frequencies of the oneness of all things. We are all vibrational patternings that belong to and are one with limitless potentials, or the divine, or God, or Shekinah Elohim, the Most High, Prime Source. Focusing our consciousness within our human experience in order to assist with growing and evolving humanity, human culture, planet Earth, as well as the one synonymously growing, evolving the oneness of all things. As we grow and evolve our humanity, our human culture, we're assisting with growing and evolving the oneness of all things. Which brings me to the human dharmic purpose. I channel from my heart space, as well as it is biblical. The human being of planet Earth, we are created to be the mirror of the divine, or limitless potential with the illusion of finite, infinity with dimensionality, or the illusion of form, or finite. What do we create? The divine, the Most High wants to see, what do we create with our stark polarities of dark, light, yin, yang, left, right, or limitless potentials, a spectrum of oneness, coming online to our limitless potentials, or our spectrum of oneness, again, stark polarities of dark, light, yin, yang, left, right. What do we create? We were created to be balanced, to journey our lives, to be being inquisitive about ourselves, journeying our lives in an inquisitive manner, where we ask ourselves, what is my reality supposed to teach me about myself? Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is our mirrors. Everything in our reality is a mirror projection of the energies in which we are. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast call to action. Sit with yourself every day for at least 1 hour. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, what is it that I need to know about myself in this moment to become more consciously aware of my limitless potentials, to align more with my divine presence, to be who I intended to be before I incarnated, to offer my authentic soul frequency, my authentic fragrance, my authentic pigment on the canvas of existence, to assist with evolving not only the way I show up and manifesting my promised land through embodying my authentic frequency, but also assisting towards the tangible world realization of the Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 prophecy. I channel through my heart space, through my soul, oneness of all things, Akashic record. By the way, I use my extrasensory perception, shaman mama capabilities, psychic abilities, extrasensory perception. I think I said that firstly. Soul gifts, also known as soul gifts, to communicate with the divine, to strengthen my communications, strengthen my intimacy with the divine, or the oneness of all things, or myself and my soul, to channel all of my findings within the podcast, as well as my other content that I offer to the world, as my offerings to the world. The oneness of all things, the divine says, by 2033, we will be in a state of consciousness remembrance in the masses, consciousness evolution, consciousness expansion, to understand that we are a human culture, planet Earth, with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. As disease, death, war, famine, poverty was all part of our gestational phase, or where in the masses we fell into a vibrational throng of energies, dense energetic patterns, which shrunk our consciousness perception of ourselves, and in turn our reality. So we perceived ourselves separate from our the multidimensionality we can perceive through our sciences, quantum mechanics, quantum physics. We perceived ourselves separate from the multidimensionality of the oneness of all things, when the truth is we're one with all things. And again, as we continue to be inquisitive about ourselves, and it's happening naturally, because this is just the phase cycle we're in creation, not just humans of planet Earth, but all of creation. We're awakening in the mass, all of creation, to the remembrance of our limitless potentials, of our oneness with all things. And again, sitting with yourself and asking yourself consciously, what is it that you need to know from your soul space, from your authentic frequency, your limitless potentials? What is it that you specifically need to know to grow and evolve into more of your authentic frequency, your wellness, your abundance, embody your divine presence, to manifest, mirror, project your promised land, or the most abundant reality in which we deserve as dimensions of creation. Within Kingdom Things podcast, I channel energies and messages from my soul space, from my Akashic record of the oneness of all things, again, using my spiritual gifts, extrasensory perception, shaman mama capabilities, in order to assist while we awaken in the masses. I get to provide the wisdoms my soul has to offer to the planet within the podcast. I channel transcendentally many ancestral forces, dimensions, beings of creation that want to offer their helping hand as we awaken, offer their presence, their energies, their wisdoms as we awaken, to assist with making this mass awakening of our human culture one of ease and grace. Which brings me to the Kardashian scale prophecy. The divine says within 10 years, we will be a type 2, type 3 Kardashian scale civilization. Kardashian scale civilization, like Ashley. How do we do that? Firstly, and for those who don't know what the Kardashian scale is, the astronomer Kardashian channeled a template to be able to perceive the evolution of a galactic colony, galactic civilization, based off of how much of its own energy the galactic colony or galactic civilization is able to harness and utilize towards its growth and evolution. The divine says in 10 years, this is prophecy, it's already done, we're planning it out in our tangible. We will be a type 2, type 3 civilization. For those who know what the Kardashian scale is, but Ashley, how? How are we going to do that? I had the same question when I got the prophecy. And I continue to heal myself, love myself, strengthen my connection with my soul remembrances, having more bouts of Satori. I got the divine revelation. I actually got it on camera within Kingdom Things podcast. I'm going to find which transmission this is, and I'm going to link it below. I got the divine revelation. We already are a part of a multidimensional planet, multidimensional beingness, limitless potentials. There are dimensions on realms within our planet that already house up to type 14 scale civilizations on our planet, because truly our planet is a portal to the oneness of all things. And at this time, our planet's portals can sustain up to 14 type 14 civilization Kardashian scale referencing. And when I channeled about the Kardashian scale from a type 10 civilization, they were like, the Kardashian scale, be loose about it. Don't be too stringent don't be too stringent in your thought patterns about what you're going to find in each Kardashian scale model. Type 1, type 2, type 3, to type 14. Don't be too stringent in your thought patterns about what you're going to find. It's just the Kardashian scale should activate your remembrance that we're created to evolve and grow. And creation has a natural benevolent disposition to promote growth and evolution for all things, all beings, even when it doesn't look like we're growing. Like the last however many thousand years, hundreds of thousand years, where we were in a gestational phase, however long we were in this gestational phase, the universe has said, baby, I channeled it. Let me breathe, because I'm getting all these downloads and I'm getting excited, and then the energies are coming through my heart space. So it's like, it's a lot of abundance and joy. Where did I channel this? I don't remember. I'm just going to link below Kingdom Things Podcast Time Warrior. Now, the Kingdom Things Podcast installment Time Warrior is audio style. Audio style, I'm living my life, and I'll record, I'll get downloads, and my soul's like, hey, put this in the podcast. I'll record voice memos and then amalgamate the voice memos and have the audio style Kingdom Things Podcast. So Kingdom Things Podcast editions, renditions, installments. So we have Time Warrior. I'll link it below. Ooh, let me stay heart centered, because the remembrance is coming through again really powerfully. Really powerfully. Y'all know how we perceive time, right? It's an illusion. And we know this. We know time is relative. We know time and space are relative. We know this. We know that. Ooh. So the soul space, the oneness of all things, says, I'm 31 years old. The oneness of all things says, Ashley, the reason why you feel so exasperated energetically, because you've been working hard all your life, baby, because you're not 30. Like, truly, how long you've been in your lifetime, how long you've been living your life to 30, this 31 years is trillions of years in other realms. Because we move so freaking slow, which isn't a bad thing. the energies animating our bodies were moving. So it's a part of the makings of us. We're now aligning with our soul energies, where the energies manifesting through our bodies, animating our bodies, are higher vibrational wisdoms, light codes, source codes, God codes. But we are animated so slow, with such dense vibrations, that the 30 years, baby, in the realm over, it's like 1 trillion years. It's eons. It's a long time. I'm sorry, I got this download about the time, and I do that sometimes. I just switch dimensions. Give me a second. Let me catch my train of thought. How are we going to be a type 2, type 3? Because we already exist on a realm with many dimensions. Now, we've been in this dense throng of energies that said we were separate from our multidimensionality. We're coming up out of the dense throng of energies. The way we perceive time is changing, is changing, will change. The way we perceive ourselves is changing, will change. We're aligning with our existential wisdoms about who we are. And on the soul level, we all have all these knowledges and wisdoms about how to foster a type 14 civilization. We are a Kardashian scale civilization. On a soul level, we already know how to do this, right? We're awakening within the dream, as this is the part of the makings of the human being of planet Earth. Our gestational phase, where we thought we were limited, we perceived ourselves as limited, finite, was a part of the makings of us to prepare us to be limitless potentials within form or within space and time, or within the illusion of finite. The divine wants to see, what do we create? What do we evolve into? We are already collectively on an energetic level stated, because reality is energy first, and we know this through our sciences, through our spirituality, Kabbalah, ancient Hindu, Tibetan teachings, ancient Christian teachings. We know reality is energy first. Energetically, in the masses, we already decided no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty by 2033. Kardashian scale type 2, type 3 civilization by within 10 years. As well as a part of the resurrection of our ancient existence, or ancient wisdoms, or limitless nature, comes the resurrection of the monarchies within galactic civilization. So we have our monarchies all around the planet. There's also galactic monarchies that have been vacant for trillions of years. I'm channeling right now. These monarchies have been vacant for trillions of years, as not only humans of planet Earth have fallen into a dense rung of limitation, forgetfulness, but it's many dimensions. It's really all of space and time, or all of the galactic creation. We're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to put my feet up. I didn't know we were going to get into this, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. Because I got this remembrance yesterday. I mean, I was working in the ethers yesterday. I'm always working in the ethers, multidimensionality. I'm always working in the spirit. But yesterday was really a powerful remembrance that hit all of space and time, or all of the galactic creation. So the galactic creation is synonymous with space and time. This is biblical. This is ancient spiritual teachings. At the beginning of space and time, there were 6. I channel 6 spheres of creation. Kabbalah, Jewish teachings say 7 spheres of creation. My soul says, Ashley, just learn about the fact that your energy, you stem from, humanity stems from, creation stems from spheres of energy. Don't get caught up on semantics. So 6 spheres of energy. And I channel this within Kingdom Things podcast, In Plain Sight. Let me catch my breath. I'm getting excited. All of these divine revelations. Kingdom Things podcast, In Plain Sight, is another audio style Kingdom Things podcast installment. I will link it below in the description of this Kingdom Things podcast meetup. We are channeling Atlantis today. Ancient Atlantis / modern day Atlantis, which is really cool. Because, and I'm getting Neolithic Atlantis. And this word just coming through. So we'll get understandings as to what this means. This ancient, Neolithic, ancient, modern day Atlantis. Oh my gosh, I just understood. Oh my gosh. So our Neolithic, oh goodness. Atlantis said they'll speak about it. So we're channeling Atlantis today, as well as the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation wants to come through, express some apologies and all the things. Why apologies, Ashley? Yesterday when I was doing my spiritual work, I got a divine revelation, baby. Divine forces, baby, from above and beyond, baby. Universes, spheres of creation, the spheres of creation that assisted with bringing our sphere of creation into creation. These energies came in. It was like, hey, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up 1 second. I understand what y'all think y'all doing, but that's not how we gonna operate. As far as telling human beings that they need to change so much. No, human beings don't need to change. They need to learn how to accept themselves. Every dimension of space and time, you need to learn how to accept yourselves. We need to learn how to accept ourselves to allow for evolution or our limitless potentials to reveal itself to us as we grow into more acceptance and unconditional love for ourselves, right? So Galactic Federation is going to issue an apology because a lot of baby, since ancient times, since ancient days, the channeled messages from, we're getting into it. The channeled messages from our star brethren, like the Pleiadians, Arcturians, the Galactic Federation, our Bibles, our prophets, they were talking to Pleiadians, Arcturians, the Galactic Federation, other star races. When they channeled prophecy, they were talking to star brethren, right? And it was dysfunctional because the messages were like, y'all need to change. The way y'all live isn't right. Y'all need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. And the divine was like, divine forces from the spheres of creation and beyond the 6 spheres of creation, they came through and said, no, 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 no. You need to learn how to accept yourself to evolve into more of your limitless nature. And humanity is only showing you, the rest of galactic creation, who y'all are. They're mirroring things that you have inside of yourselves, other dimensions of galactic creation. So they're going to come through an issue of apologies, Galactic Federation. So 6 spheres of creation at the beginning of space and time came together. Their intentions were the 6 spheres of creation, which all energy is omnipotent, sentience. So the way, and the energies are like, hey, Ashley, speak your language. Because I communicate in the spirit all the time. And it gets so weird because I can feel and I know our paradigms of understanding and syntax and all the things is different. So I'll try to feel into the energies when I'm communicating with interdimensional energies and species and beings and spaces and places and realms. I try to be courteous and kind of try to adopt some of the courtesies and ways of being from these spaces and places, so that when I communicate, it's more of a mutually invested experience. Meaning I'm trying to understand and adopt some of the other energies, customs, and ways of being consciously through my brain, my syntax of understanding. So when I communicate, it's like when you're traveling to another country on a vacation, and it's a foreign country with a different language, and you want to learn how to speak the language, at least a little bit of, some type of something, so you can communicate while you're in other countries, foreign countries, out of respect of the customs, out of interest to grow and evolve yourself. I will say, whenever we communicate with anyone, everything is energetic first. It's natural. It's a natural disposition in creation that we inherit things. We inherit energies, ways of being, knowledges, wisdoms, things from whatever we're interacting with, whoever we're interacting with, whatever space, realm, dimension of creation. It's natural. You don't even have to try at all. You're going to inherit wisdoms, thought patterns, vibrations from wherever you're communicating with, right? But I'll try to, cause they'll be like, hey, you have a great night. I'm like, okay. I'm trying to, do you do time where you are? Y'all do nights over there? Sometimes I'm like, you as well. You as well. You have a good night too. They're like, it's fine, Ashley. The energy is like, Ashley, speak your language. It's fine. We understand. Oh, you have a good night too. So I try. But it's about accepting who we are and how we speak And yes, being open and inquisitive about the different dimensions we're finding out about ourselves. Perfect. We'll get to that. Different dimensions we're finding out about ourselves. Perfect example. The pyramids, the ancient technologies, ancient technologies found under the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. That technology has always been there. But I'm not going to gaslight our scientists. I'm not going to gaslight the planet. It's only now perceptive to us because we are shifting in dimensionality. We are acclimating to higher vibrational ways of being and manifesting, and it's naturally happening. We don't have to try hard, but you do want to set the intention for spiritual growth, to embody more of your wisdom's divine presence, authentic frequency with ease and grace, so that you can really enjoy this experience. Because it's a powerful, abundant experience. Every experience we have is a powerful and abundant. But you definitely want to, set the intention to spiritually evolve. Because that's what you'll be gifted, spiritual evolution, to really enjoy this time in our reality. This power plant has always been under the pyramid within Egypt, the Pyramid of Giza, Great Pyramid of Giza within Egypt. It's always been there. Is it Great Pyramid of Giza? Great Pyramid of Giza under the pyramid. It's always been there. We're raising in vibrational patterning. So our reality is manifesting to reveal to us what we couldn't perceive before. Like in the Upanishads, ancient Hindu texts from ancient Hindu sages, where the ancient teachers and sages deep dive in their inner space, strengthen their connection with the divine of the universes, to understand the workings and mechanisms of the divine, the universes, which we are all one with the divine, the universes. Again, the call to action for you to do the same thing, because we're all limitless potentials. We're all great sages, and we're all remembering. So set the intention for your spiritual evolution, for you to offer the authentic frequencies, the wisdoms, the offerings to the planet, however you decide to tangibly manifest your wisdoms to offer your medicine to the planet. Your authentic soul fragrance, your authentic soul frequency is your medicine to the planet. Sit with yourself for an hour a day, call to action. So Upanishads, ancient. I channel all this for my soul. The last 3 years, I was like four and a half years ago now, I was catalyzed onto my rapid spiritual awakening journey. And I've just been following my heart space. I haven't had, that's not true, because my teachers are from the spirit. But I haven't had like a tangible world teacher, guru. And that's not true either, because there's other spiritualists and awakening souls on YouTube that share their wisdoms and all the things and their experiences, which have helped me a lot. But I haven't had a tangible world spiritual teacher. Dedicated to my remembrance, teaching me and things. I say that to say I follow my heart space, and whatever my soul tells me to look at, pick up on, read on, all the things, that's what I do. I'm talking about the Upanishads. I want to say it's not the Vedas, but right now it's coming in Sanskrit and ancient Vedic texts. But I know Upanishads are not the Vedas, and I don't want to get all confused. Right now I'm perceiving Sanskrit and Vedic texts. Upanishads, as well as the Vedas, ancient wisdoms on the workings of the universes, ancient sciences, basically, right? Spirituality, ancient sciences. So as we raise our vibrations and in the masses, we expand our consciousness, conscious awareness of ourselves, or embody our soul's frequency, more of our limitless potentials, higher vibrational energies. We manifest a reality, or the reality shapeshifts to reflect our vibrational embodiment. And we know this through like quantum physics and our sciences, how vibrations mirror and universal laws, universal principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Our tangible reality is manifested through our energy. right? So as we raise our vibrations, we're able to perceive different dimensions of reality. My soul told me, hey, Ashley, what is what is. It's your perspective, perception of what is and which changes. So the energy power plant under the Great Pyramid of Giza, it's a revelation that's coming with our mass awakening. It's a part of our mass awakening. As well as the extraterrestrial colonies under the water, under the ocean, that were discussed within the U.S. congressional hearings, as well as the interdimensional beings that were discussed in the U.S. congressional hearings. It's all a part of our awakening and remembering that we're one with interdimensionals. We're one with all of the dimensions of colonies and civilizations on the planet, underwater or in different dimensions, higher vibrational frequential patterning dimensions, in the air, in the sky, on the ground, underground. And we're one with these advanced technologies. They're not beyond us and not above us. We're just remembering acclimating into our divine remembrances. So the 6 spheres of creation came together at the beginning of space and time with the intentions to create a more omnipotent. I used to love when my teachers went into tangents back in school, like elementary school, grade school, middle school, high school. I used to love when my teachers went into tangents. And now I'm a tangent teacher, baby. I'll go into a quick tangent, but it's still on topic. That's the thing. It's still on topic. So 6 spheres of creation at the beginning of space and time, they came together with the intention to create a more omnipotent, benevolent, limitless potential energy. When the spheres came together, it created chaos. And when chaos ensued, so did space and time. I channel from my soul space, my heart space, my Akashic record, my soul wisdoms. Whenever creation or God or infinite creation or a prime source needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. Space and time, which is synonymous with the galactic creation, was produced with the need to balance out the imbalance of the 6 spheres of creation coming together to create a more omnipotent energy, benevolent, limitless potential energy. Ensued galactic creation, space and time. Now, throughout all of galactic creation, throughout all of space and time, there's been wars, there's been feuding, we've been killed, still destroying, fighting ourselves, because that was a part of the makings of us. So last night, I'm gonna be candid. We're gonna get intimate, y'all. We're gonna get really intimate. Last night I was healing, and I actually did a live. The first Kingdom Things podcast healing, first Kingdom Things podcast world powwow session. It was live. Didn't nobody show up. It was just me. But I knew I knew this was divine orchestration, because what happened in the healing powwow session was powerful. I channeled Moses, Tahuti, Mother Mary, Rabbi Yeshua, most commonly known as Jesus Christ. And they were helping me heal back into the remembrance of my divine presence. I'm so grateful for it. And it was like I was being purged, right? It was like the ancestral forces were trying to purge me, because that's how we used to do it. That's since ancient days. To align with your God body, your robe of light, your divine presence, we would purge ourselves, or we had the mindset that we had to be less of our human to be more of our divinity. And so baby, I was just the whole session is private. I'm not gonna post it publicly. I was just crying, baby, tears, but snot. I was like, baby, a real healing session. And they were basically like, you have to die to yourself to become you remember your divine presence. You have to die to yourself, who you think you are. You have to die to yourself. And divine presence, baby, my ancestral forces. Let me tell y'all. I am the leading energy of the 144,000. The biblically prophesied Messiah. We all truly are. This is my divine story, the divine mandate over my energy. Whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. My soul that manifests Ashley-Nicole Phillips was produced to be the leading energy of the 144,000. To evolve my consciousness, to assist with activating and evolving the masses. The 144,000 synonymous with the masses. And we all truly are one. They were like, you have to die to yourself. The ancestors were like, you have to die to yourself to remember your divinity. And I was laying on my bed. I was like, oh, shoot, what we got to do? Let's just do it. Because, because I got my spiritual inheritance, or the remembrance of who I am in the spirit through who I am in the spirit through the podcast. 144 part 1, 144 part 2. I will link this below. So I'm activating, which activates the 144,000 into their divine remembrance, multidimensionality, which is synonymous with all of humanity activating. As 144 activates, all of humanity activates into our divine remembrance of our divine presence, bouts of satori, or spontaneous spiritual awakenings. So I got my divine inheritance, remembrance of who I am through the podcast. My soul was like, hey, Ashley, start this podcast. Well, first it was like, hey, Ashley, I need you to become everything I created you to be. I'm like, okay. So it was like, follow your guidance, your intuition. Okay. Did the healing, did everything I was guided to do. And then I was guided to start Kingdom Things podcast. And that's where I was channeling. Most of it's audio amalgamated, and some of it's not. But that's where I got my divine inheritance. And remember, it's who I am in the divine. God's like, you're the leading energy of the 144,000. The divine actually channeled through me. The epoch energy. The energy, so the beginning of space and time. Oh, y'all be getting into it. Okay, this is great. So the beginning of space and time, the 6 spheres of creation come together to create a more omnipotent energy. This was a big bang expression in creation. These energies coming together. The alchemy created a big bang, a new creator God energy, galactic creation, space and time ensued to balance out the chaos of this energy. And now we're here. We made it. We are divine prophecy. We are all divine prophecy. We are limitless potentials, awakening to our limitless potentials in the tangible. And this energy we're awakening to, it's another big bang energy. It's another full circle moment. It's an epoch energy called unconditional love. It wants to be called, unconditional love. The energy spoke to me through me. 144 part 1. It's like at the 38-minute mark. Ashley is my Messiah. She's my messenger. To share wisdoms that humanity can grow and evolve with. As we all journey our own journeys, our own authentic, intimate journeys into remembrance, alignment, embodiment of our own limitless natures, our authentic frequencies. So we are the new Big Bang. Humanity awakening and remembering, as biblically prophesied, creates a Big Bang, or an energetic reverberation, which assists with uplifting and rejuvenating all of God's creation. Why, Ashley? God was like the experience that the human being, the bipedal man, not just a human being, but truly the bipedal man, which is like all, I don't want to say all of galactic creation, but there's bipedal man all over the galactic creation. Bipedal man because we walk on 2 legs. And there are different types of species. Insectoids. I've channeled insectoids and I've had telepathic communications. And I'll link these episodes below. Kingdom Things podcast, I channeled the praying mantis insectoid, as well as a cockroach being. I'll link these below. They're considered bipedal men as well. I'm not sure about the praying mantis, but I know the cockroach being. But also praying mantis. Because yeah. I saw in my mind's eye, they can walk on 2 feet. I think both of them can walk on 2 legs. I think they both can walk on 2. They can be bipedal if they want to. I think. I'm pretty sure. There are bipedal men all over, bipedal man, woman, all over galactic creation. And as humanity awakens, our DNA, we're quantumly entangled with every dimension of God's creation. Because we're created to be limitless potentials, or the spectral oneness. So as we travel our oneness and do so with the energetic, joyful disposition to grow and evolve and to balance, we assist with balancing out all of God's creation as biblically prophesied, the perfect human. Because we're quantumly entangled and beyond to all of divine creation. So I'm the leading energy of the 144,000. I'm also prophesied, like I stated earlier, galactic creation has an ancient royal houses, ancient royal houses all over the galaxy. Now I've been praying about this. I channeled in my podcast, made it out. That's where I got this. I got the revelation before, and I was so afraid of it. But my soul said, like, hey, Ashley, channel it into the podcast. It's an amalgamated style audio clip. My soul was like, hey, Ashley, you're gonna be queen of the planet, first lady of the planet, as the one world government is resumed, which is synonymous with humanity coming back into our oneness, or a remembrance that we're one with all things. And this being the first part of the first family of the planet, it's a responsibility to embody and practice our divine wisdoms. Every person, to lead by example. Be the woman or man. Start with the woman or man in the mirror when it comes to the changes in which we want to see within our planet. So it's a divine mandate to embody and practice the wisdoms of my soul. And my soul's like, hey, Ashley, why do you have this job? Why do you have this role? Because of my soul's history, my Akashic record. I have energies. Me and my twin flame. My twin flame will come into mission when he's ready. The path of awakening to your spiritual identity, it's a delicate and intimate experience. And I don't want to rush him. So whenever he's ready, he will step into mission openly. My soul's like, hey, Ashley, you and your twin flame, y'all have energies within your soul pattern that stem from beyond this bubble of creation. So beyond this Big Bang, beyond the Big Bang that created the bubble. So the six spheres of creation, our souls, we have soul energies that stem from the 6 spheres of creation that assisted with creating the Big Bang energy. The 6 spheres that came together to create space and time, galactic creation, and infinite potentials in which the human being of planet Earth, the bipedal man, spawns from. My soul has energies that came from spheres of creation that went into the creation of the energy in which the bipedal man stems from. And me and my divine counterpart, we were the only beings within this bubble of creation which had this frequential patterning, these wisdoms, because energy is our wisdoms. We were the only ones that had these divine wisdoms in our Akashic record, in our soul. I say we were because we've blended the energy to this creation. Now that I've awakened to this remembrance and I speak it, I embody the energies. I've lended the energy to the creation, evolution of the new Big Bang, epoch energy. Because I hadn't come online. This energy hadn't come online until now. It hadn't been, it's been dormant. That's why we're like, now is prophecy, ancient prophecy being fulfilled. Because this energy in my soul, all my past lifetimes, I hadn't realized this point. Remembering myself to this point. And actually activating into remembrance, activating my soul into remembrance. So much so, the Galactic Federation, like star beings, they were like, we didn't think you were gonna make this far. No offense, but we didn't think you were gonna do all this. We didn't think, because it's been touch and go, and this is ancient prophecy, trillions, eons years old, beyond time, eons old. Like we didn't think, but it's really happening. Like whoa, like you remembered, and you're really being activated, and it's divine. It's nothing that I did. It's a divine mandate, because whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. So I was activated into remembrance, embodying the energies. Last night I had the group powwow session. The ancestral forces like, you got to purge yourself to become more divine. I laid on my bed for like 15 minutes and I walked outside, and the ancestors were like, Ashley, you have to die to yourself. And then my big boot ancestors. Okay, big boot ancestors came stomping in like, oh, whoa, what are we doing here? No, she needs to accept herself. Like every other being in galactic creation, every other star seed, starling, star creation, all of galactic creation, you need to accept yourself and stop trying to manipulate and change yourselves and each other. Accept yourself. to evolve and grow into more, right? To more wellness and balance. So the Galactic Federation will issue an apology because, our ancient texts, our prophets and all biblical prophets from Abraham to Moses to Jesus were channeling our ancient star races, ancient star ancestors in which we're one with, that were helping us and guiding us through this realm or through this planet or through this creation to help us grow and evolve humanity. And all the while, it was like, love yourself, accept yourself unconditionally, love yourself unconditionally, accept yourself, and allow creation to reveal itself to you. Allow your limitless potential to reveal itself to you. Which is not that simple. But that's the mandate now. It's not that simple only because, again, when creation needs something to grow, continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. So I don't want to disparage our history or the makings of us. Because, our ancestral forces was, baby, big steppers too, right? They didn't do anything wrong, but whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. So everything our ancestors did, from, baby, ancient spiritual schools, spiritual initiations, all the things, baby, to remember our divinity, none of it was bad. Purging ourselves, going without, basically punishing the self, instead of allowing ourselves to live our most abundant desires, realities, to grow and evolve into more embodiment of abundance. None of it was bad because it was all the makings of us. Baby, I chatted us up for a long time, 42 minutes, 41 minutes and some sickness. I'm going to go ahead and sit back, and we're going to transcendentally channel the Galactic Federation as well as Atlantis. Atlantis will go first, and then we'll channel the Galactic Federation consecutively. So I'm not going to open my eyes. And I am going to transcendentally channel. So I'm going to sit back, close my eyes, and allow Atlantis, ancient, Neolithic, modern day Atlantis, as well as the Galactic Federation, to speak to myself. I don't have any tensions. I didn't have any, if I said anything offensive to any ancestral forces, these weren't my intentions. I just want to speak my truth and the wisdoms that were seated in me to speak. And so it shall be. And thank you so much. And love. Unconditional. Thank you, Ashley, for having us. Atlantis civilization now present. Offering our hands, extending a helping hand, helping energies, warm, loving energies to humanity as you awaken to the remembrance that is you are one with us. We reside within a type 10 civilization, Kardashian scale as you would perceive it, within your realm of reality called planet Earth. We never left. We never went anywhere. As Ashley channeled, as we guided her to channel, we've been here since Neolithic times to ancient times to modern day times as an ancient civilization. We just, much like our Mayan predecessors, simultaneously successors, we transcended dimensionalities of ourselves, which allowed it, or we accepted dimensions of ourselves, which allowed us to transcend dimensions of reality that made us invisible to your senses, your touch, taste, sight, hearing, smelling. We never went anywhere. We just raised in vibration. Just as you are raising in vibration as a new class of ancient species, remembering that your ancient species into galactic citizenship, into divine inheritance, divine remembrance, tandem existence with the oneness of all things. Thank you, Ashley. I told Asiyah, I said I wasn't going to commentate, provide any commentary. Whoa, how powerful. Whoa. Now I will tell you, when I was in my ashram, I call it my ashram, I was in my room, God was like, hey, I need you to become who I created you to be about 3 years ago. I was in my room, heavy meditation, 80% of my time. Meditation. And Atlantis came to me. And they were like, if you need us, just, let us know. We'll be here. This is 3 years ago. And then like last week or a couple of days ago, they came back and I'm in new spirits new wines. I'm wearing new wineskins, right? I'm evolved. I've grown, right? So much spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, to where when they came through, I felt the vibration, the exuberation. It feels a lot like when I channel extraterrestrial species like the Pleiadians. When I channel the Pleiadians, they're super high vibrational. I even told a story about when the first time I channeled them, I thought they were boring because their vibration it kind of lacked. And then they told me, hey, Ashley, we were pulling our energy back because we didn't want to overwhelm you. You were going to psychosis because there'd be too much of a vibrational switch for your system too quickly, and it would have threw you into psychosis. So we pulled our energy back when you first started channeling us, and they slowly started increasing the energy quotients I could feel and channel. It's really powerful and joyous and uplifting. And that's how Atlantis feels. I was in the kitchen and they were like, hey, it's Atlantis. Because I had a full circle moment where I remembered. I had a bout of satori, spontaneous spiritual awakening, where I remembered that we are one with Atlantis. In a new way, because I perceived this before, but I remember it in a new way. Where, let me breathe and catch it. Remember, let it flow through. I remember it in a way that the only perceived separation from myself as Ashley-Nicole Phillips, U.S. resident, what's the year, 2025, and myself as a high priestess in Atlantis, thought patterns. That's the only gap, only form of separation, illusion of separation between myself and modern day, Neolithic, ancient time, high priestess Ashley, Atlantean. It's thought patterns. That's the only thing separating. And I had this bout of satori, this remembrance. I was like, whoa. And the Atlantis came through. It was like, hey, Ashley, can you channel us in your podcast? And they're like, yeah, we're still here. And I got to understand they're in a realm within planet Earth, in a realm they said type 10. You know, there's a type 10 Kardashian scope civilization. I was like, whoa. And they gave me the understanding like the Mayans, how the Mayans because I've channeled the ancient Mayan ancestors, and I have the understandings we think about in our sciences, our archaeologists, or like, where did the Mayans go? It seems like they just where did the ancient Mayans go? It seemed like they just up and left in the mass overnight. They transcended. Interplanetary, interdimensional species because of consciousness expansion, spiritual evolution, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical evolution, consciousness expansion. That's what was happening to humanity at this time, just like the Atlanteans, ancient Atlanteans, and many other species and classes of beings throughout that are connected to planet Earth and beyond. All beings are truly connected to planet Earth because humanity is connected to all things. But we're all awakening, remembering our divine presence. There's nothing we need to learn. Our DNA, our energy, our connection with the divine will reveal to us, about the satori, or spiritual epiphanies, however you communicate with spirit. I channeled there an infinite number of ways to perceive energies, and there are infinite number of energies to perceive. So whatever your lingo is with the universe is the oneness of all things, is how you'll be taught and reminded of what you already know on a soul DNA level. Which reminds me, we're activating into, evolving into 44% DNA activation species. I channeled this as well as prophecy. I was like, actually, you giving baby a whole plate. They had a buffet today. Y'all had a Kingdom Things podcast buffet today. But I'm serving up everything. Everything. I'm giving a lot. I don't normally do this. I don't normally give all the baby steak, potatoes, vegetarians. We got falafels, rice, maybe veggie plate, hummus. Right? 44% DNA activity, which is synonymous with our consciousness expansion, which is synonymous with our genome activation, activating into our spiritual gifts such as telepathy, teleportation, psychokinesis, telekinesis, the clear senses, and God's like, there's an infinite number of ways to perceive reality. So the way you, synesthesia, the way you perceive reality is a good chance it's unique to you. It doesn't make it any less valid. It makes it, baby, magical. Magical. We're all magical. So this is beautiful. Thank you so much, Atlantis. How powerful, how beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and go ahead and welcome in the Galactic Federation. I will tell you, I'm starting to remember. I'm starting to remember more. Because we used to deify, like, okay, this is coming in. I'm remembering again. I had this bout of Satori a couple days ago. Spontaneous spiritual remembrance. It really comes from the heart space. I'll touch my head, but it really comes from the heart space, and I process it like through my brain, synapses and things. Neurons. Thank you so much, neurons, synapses, brain, heart space, the oneness of all things. Every time in the evolution of humanity, when extraterrestrial beings, interdimensional beings came to the planet to help with the evolution of humanity, many times we would deify, glorify, or put the beings on a pedestal, right? To where we were giving away our power to the beings. It's all a part of the makings of us. That's where the full circle, this is where the full circle moment came in. I was like, how do we not do that again? Because the divine gave me a direct mandate. The divine said, hey, Ashley, no idolatry. No idolatry in my creation. No more idolatry. And no more iconography. Because every time there's idolatry or iconography, baby, my beings forget who they are. We forget who we are. We forget we're limitless potentials. We forget we're one with the divine because we're too busy glorifying, being sycophants, baby, giving our attention, our energy, our precious life force or ancestral inheritance to the beings that we glorify, the things that we glorify, the idols that we worship. So God said, no idolatry, no iconography. So I was like, how do we not do that again? I've been doing spiritual work about it. And I had a full circle moment, remembering that we're one with the beings. And that this incarnation of this ant being, or this blue man being, or this gray being, or this ibis head being, or an insectoid being, or light being, they're one with us. They're actually us in different dimensions, from different dimensions, spawning from different dimensions. I was like, do we want to get into this? And my soul was like, Ashley, go ahead and do it. It's healthy, it's abundant, it's wealthy, healthy, abundant, wellness, and balance. This is really powerful. Whenever you meet someone in your reality that triggers you to emotional responses, emotional reactions, it's you from a different dimension, it's you in a different dimension. And we're all truly one. So we're each other in different dimensions. How do we, through our sciences, how do we specify a dimension shift? Just any variable changed on the thing, okay, so we have two people. What makes these two people, because they're truly one, what makes the two people different? It's just small patterning shifts or energy shifts or dimensionality shifts, which we're all one energy, the divine, experiencing the divine to grow and evolve the divine. When you experience people in your reality that really trigger emotional responses, it's because you're meeting a version of yourself that you need to learn from to grow and evolve your current incarnation, your current frequential patterning, your current expression of the divine. Because I was telepathically communicating with ancestral forces. They were like, we're here, we're just in different dimensions. I was like, you so right. I was like, you're surely correct, baby. Y'all, baby, hiding it, baby. Because I felt like they were hiding in a different dimension. That's kind of how I felt. Because, baby, I'm on the ground here. I'm channeling y'all. Cool. But I felt like I was doing groundwork. But now I understand it's all in me. This is my path, my journey to remember my divinity. It's your path, your journey to remember your divinity. No one was ever hiding anything from us or keeping anything from us. I'm not going to gaslight us. Yes, they were, only because we were hiding from ourselves. So what principle of correspondence, as below, so above, everything in our reality is a manifestation of the energies in which we are. We were hiding from ourselves, so we manifested dimensions in our reality that were hiding ourselves from ourselves. So when our interdimensional ancestors, Jesus Christ, Nubian kings of Kush, I could just see them sitting in a room. Kings of Kush, Jesus Christ, Rabbi Yeshua, Lubavitcher Richard Rebbe, and some other ancestral forces from Egypt that I don't even, Tahuti, and some other people I didn't recognize the King of Kush, but I just saw his face in my mind's eye, and I felt his energy, and it felt like it was glaring, and I just felt emotional reaction. I'm like, what's up? I know we in the age of peace, we don't fight, but we need to have a conversation. We need to say something. I was like, is there something we need to say to each other? Communicate what's like, where's the baby? Because I feel spice. I feel spice, baby. Level 4. Something I'm not going to order because I don't even like spicy food. I feel spice from you, ancestral force. What's going on? I was like, what? We cool now? Because now I understand. Now I have the math behind it. It's the energy is like, no, like, you're me, I'm you. Like, you were a king of Kush. Like, you're me, I'm you. Like, I'm in a different dimension. I was like, whoa. I felt spicy. I was like, whoa. I was like, it was powerful. It was like, I see the ancestors sitting in the room. And they're like, we're here, but we're in different dimensions. I was like, I felt away. But I can forgive myself. Because they weren't hiding from me. We're just all in our process to remember. Our ancestral forces, they're in different dimensions, watching us, looking at us, all the things, helping us out spiritually. They weren't hiding from us. They're allowing us to have our process, and they're trusting universal ordering for the upliftment, balance, and wellness of all things. So Jesus Christ, King of Kush, Tahuti, Lubavitcher Richard Rebbe, just sitting in a room only. And they were like, Ashley, we're here. We're just in different dimensions. And I just felt the energy. It felt spicy, especially from the King of Kush. I didn't even know it was King of Kush, but I had to go back and ask about it like a couple weeks later. I was like, who was that? And it was like, King of Kush. I was like, and then I got the understanding, like, baby, I'm you in a past life, in a past life or a different dimension. I'm you in a different dimension. I was like, whoa. That's why the energy felt so strong. I was like, whoa. And I'm gonna channel the Kings of Kush. It's in my calendar. Coming soon enough. It's right on time. Coming right on time. I say that to say the Galactic Federation. I started remembering other dimensional experiences, or past, we would know as like past life experiences, other dimensional experiences where I just didn't, because again, we glorify and we put on a pedestal and we like limerent about extraterrestrials and like the Galactic Federation and things. Some people aren't, but I was just remembering where maybe some friction, a little bit of friction with the Galactic Federation. And just because I probably didn't agree with some policies. I didn't agree with some operations, you know? And I started remembering these things. Just like in a past life, I was a member of an ancient spiritual society, which still operates to this day. And they came to me, they're like, it's a part of your soul plan to, reactivate your presence with the organization. I was like, I'm gonna pray on it. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna pray real heavy. I'm gonna pray real heavy about it because I started getting past life remembrances, baby. It's the light system. The light system. I worked with. It's no beef. I just want to be honest, because I just want to be honest about my experience, because I don't want people to feel like if you start having thoughts that are like, hold up, it's natural, because the experiences that we have, we're what the spectrum of oneness. So the experiences that we have is multifold. We have all types of experiences to grow and evolve our energy, to grow and evolve the oneness of all things. So I had an experience with the light system where when I was incarnate, I was an Indian man. And some things went down. some things went down, and so these remembrances were reactivated when the light system came back into my conscious awareness, telepathically and interdimensionally, spiritually. But they're interdimensional experiences that were conscious to me, like by location. Like I was in, they like come to New York. I was in New York City with one of their senior agents. He got to me. I was telepathically speaking to him. He was like, channel. He was like, right, I want to speak to you. So right, he said, come to New York City tonight. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get there. He said, you'll figure it out. I had a dream that night in my sleeping state on astral. I was in New York City, and he was like, that's her. This is like 3 years ago now. He's like, that's her. He's like, send her back, because I wasn't as awakened. He's like, send her back. He didn't say that, but his energy was like, he kind of did. He was like, and then now he comes and he's congratulated me a few times. The rabbi that works with the light system, he congratulated me a few times. He was like, hey, Rabbi AA with the light system. He congratulated me a few times. He was like, Ashley, like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you had it in you. But the divine said, hey, Ashley, nobody can validate what I put in you but me. So just keep on speaking your truth, being your truth, and grow and evolve into more of your limitless potentials. Because this is the assignment for all of humanity. Irregardless of what you look like, where you come from, what's it called, demographics, it doesn't matter. You're an ancient sage. You're an intergalactic badass. You're an intergalactic, limitless wisdom bearing divine presence. He's like, I'm so sorry. Congratulations on your soul attainment. I'm like, thank you, Rabbi. We're cool now. And I'm cool with the light system now. And I let them know, yeah, I do want to work with you, but not this era, but yes, not this era of my evolution. I'm in my love, eat, pray era, where I'm pouring into myself, and I'm, sharing my presence with the world through all of my avenues, the Kingdom Things podcast, my music, Ashley-Nicole music, available to stream on YouTube, through my animated series, my cooking channel, Magic Meals, with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube, my literature. Like, I'm in my love, eat, pray area where I'm pouring into myself, remembering myself, and then sharing myself with the world. I was like, later, yes, sure. But baby, let me wake up. I feel like Bambi. I feel like a Bambi. You know when a deer or a giraffe is birthed into the world, and how they got it kind of, they know how to walk, but give me a second. I know how to walk. I know how to be divine presence, but give me a second. Let me catch my flow. Let me catch my bearings. Let me get up and start get my little stride going. And yeah, I'll come contribute to the light system. I'll come contribute. Let me get my stuff together. Let me get in balance. Yeah. And I am a consciously ambassador for the human being of planet Earth within the Galactic Federation. And this is an interdimensional thing. So as humanity of planet Earth starts acclimating and manifesting more of our divine presence or a higher dimensional awareness and onto the planet, that's something that'll be more of a physical world or tangible world experience, being an ambassador for the human being of planet Earth within the Galactic Federation. Although this work that I'm doing is a part of my Galactic Federation assignment, Kingdom Things podcast, and evolving myself spiritually, remembering into my divine presence, my limitless nature, to share my frequency with the world. That's a part of my Galactic Federation mission. So I remember, having experiences with the Galactic Federation where I didn't always enjoy myself. Nonetheless, reality always comes back around. You don't have to try. And everything always comes back around. And it's about learning and growing and enjoying ourselves during the journey, during the ride, on the ride of existence. Thank you, Atlantis. I hope there are energies and messages and that bring you remembrance, joy, entertainment, enlightenment, soul activation, DNA activations within all of Kingdom Things podcasts, including this transmission. I know this was lengthy, but it's what I felt to say. It was on my heart, so I'm saying everything I felt to say. I'm going to go ahead and welcome in the Galactic Federation to channel through me transcendentally. I'm going to sit back and close my eyes. You're more than welcome to close your eyes to allow for any energies and messages that I want to assist with permeating your being to activate you into more of your divine remembrance, your soul's authentic frequency. Go ahead and do that. And remember, don't substitute any advice from Kingdom Things podcast for your medical recommendations, medical advice. Thank you ahead of time, Galactic Federation. Excuse me, little burp. Thank you, Galactic Federation. Thank you, Ashley. We are enthusiastic to be here. But the human being of planet Earth has offered to galactic creation, and its evolution has been monumental. In a way that, as Ashley shared and explained, the Galactic Federation has been shifted existentially, permanently, in ways that we're excited to share and to bask in and to enjoy with humanity being in greater conscious awareness of what humanity is offering, the evolution in which humanity has offered, is offering, will offer to not only galactic creation, but all of space and time and beyond, all of divine creation. Thank you, Ashley. Wow. Whoa. Oh, let's let this breathe. Okay. All right. I want to thank y'all. Thank you, Galactic Federation. I want to thank y'all so much for dropping into this Kingdom Things podcast transmission. Again, my name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Follow if you're watching on Spotify. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Share to help proliferate the Kingdom Things podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. Like if you're watching on YouTube. Kingdom Things podcast is available to stream for free on YouTube as well as Spotify. We also have my music, Ashley-Nicole Music, which is available to stream on YouTube. Baby, I heal in the spirit. And I channel my healing energies into the music, incantations that are so high vibrational, God codes, source codes, frequencies and incantations that are so powerful, DNA activating, high vibrational. Again, don't use this as medical advice. I started recording my music sessions, producing my music sessions, which are super fun. I hope they're entertaining, soul activating, enlightening, joyous for you as well to experience, to watch. I do these live, so subscribe to Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube to catch when to enjoy my content and to catch when I go live creating music. Again, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. I also have my cooking channel. I love to cook. Whatever the ancestors, the oneness of all things, the self tells me to put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream for free on YouTube, link below. We also have my literature currently published, the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which is a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts are Asiyah's story. Asiyah is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame, Chase, in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of other existential crises, which assist her with getting into alignment with her limitless nature. The 3rd part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My Other Half is a twin flame divine counterpart journey back home to God inside. One soul, 2 bodies, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime, there's more evolution to be had, more conscious awareness to expand into. They will co-create a love and a life together. Many love stories in one book. It's so prophetic, so beautiful. This is the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which has been a part of my spiritual awakening journey. My soul was like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are. Channel these books. Let us write through you, speak through you, to remember you into your remembrance, share with humanity. So as y'all all awaken, you'll have this offering for the world to come into greater remembrance. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is now available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. Physical copies as well as digital. If you're doing physical copies, it's 2 bindings. Asiyah's story comes in 1 binding. My Other Half comes in the 2nd binding, $29.98 plus tax. If you're doing all digital, 3 separate digital downloads, $29.97 plus tax. Links below, specified digital copy as well as physical copy in the description of this video. I also have Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. It's a healing session on YouTube, healing channel on YouTube. We do powwow sessions. So we heal in the spirit, whatever spirit's like, hey, heal this, hey, channel these energies, heal this within humankind, to evolve y'all into more remembrance of more of your limitless nature, your divine wisdom embodiments. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment is available to stream on YouTube. It's group powwow sessions. I also offer one-on-one powwow sessions or video style. I channel energies and messages, transmit energies and messages of which your authentic frequency or your soul evolution wants you to experience to embody more of your limitless nature. The link to book your one-on-one powwow session is available below in the description. Kingdom Things Podcast, Healing Home Square Portal. Lastly, but certainly not least, I want to invite you to come take part in, enjoy Asiyah's Story, which is my animated series. I channel a lot of the abundant, interdimensional experiences in which I'm consciously aware of into the animated series for us to heal together with joy, a lighthearted disposition. It is an animated series. We're actually going to go ahead and roll into an episode of Asiyah's Story, the animated series. And I'm going to leave out from here. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Give this love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it assists you with embodying, remembering, evolving into more of your limitless, divinely aligned, universally aligned nature. I'll see y'all later. Bye. I am real. My inner space, or authentic, universally aligned frequency, has been and is being projected into my tangible reality. Working through my inner imbalances to perceive and embody more of my limitless, balanced, well nature is a journey I wouldn't trade in for anything. A journey I wouldn't trade for anything.
The Galactic Federation of Light has assigned you two to a new mission.
New mission? Give us the deets.
What do you say? You up for it, Asiyah?
Up, down, left, right, yin-yang balance. I'm up for it.
First things first, you two need some training. I pulled some etheric cords for you to meet with the Masters.
The Masters?
Now that ancient, etheric, God, infinite creation prophecy has been resurrected, and all within is being activated to remembrance that all is one. There are no limits, no bounds. We called in the Holy Shabbat Trinity.
The Holy Shabbat Trinity.
We'll connect you two while you're on your flight. They're coming in to help all of humanity awaken in the masses, to assist all of humanity awakening to their infinite potentials.
The Holy Shabbat Trinity. I think I have a clue who you're referring to. Humanity is in great hands. We are one. We are home. We are awakening, awakened. Thanks, Barry.
That's Commander Barry to you.
Thank you, Commander Barry.
All right, off you two go. And remember, have fun, innovate, encourage, be honest, inspire, experience, and be kind.
Will do.
I've had dreams of this being my life, all of my life. I got discouraged over the years. I'm finally living my most abundant reality. I'm gonna live this reality to the fullest. With having fun, innovating, encouraging, being honest, inspiring, experiencing, and being kind. Thank you, Lieutenant Barry. Thank you, Divine Presence that I am.
We are ready for this.
We were born ready.
Hey, my name is Asiyah, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love.
Can't bloom when it's not right.
Jesus Christ. Rabbi Yeshua. You and Asiyah are being transmitted holy wisdoms, chakma, by the way of divine revelation. These wisdoms would traditionally be acquired through years of study. You are ready to wield your soul's truths of your innate, limitless, divine connection in which you are. I've been waiting forever for this, Rabbi. Your most wonderful visions, your most whimsical dreams, wondrous dreams, are your truths. You only have to be brave enough to speak your truths, to embody the energies of your truths, to manifest a reality that mirrors your truths. Yeah, Rabbi, you're right. I thought it was all a dream. Share yourselves with the world. Divine remembrance is contagious. Share your wisdoms, your love, and your balance. Gladly. Happily. The Lubavitcher Rebbe. In my sprightly animated form. You've been helping me heal over the years. To remember. To forgive. To come into wholeness. Inner union. Inner peace. Inner wellness. Inner balance. Yes, these things are true. And your inquisitive nature to journey inward, to learn more about yourself, to heal yourself, to become well, has assisted with rejuvenating, with uplifting all of divine connection, all of infinity, all of Shekinah, all of Elohim, all of God. It's the divine mandate over my life, over humanity's existence, my inner space, or my God inside, my soul, my highest presence, gave me the task to become everything I was created to be, everything that I am in the I am, to allow for the avenue for humanity to come into its dharmic purpose, for humans to become our dharmic purpose, limitless potentials in the tangible, infinite potentials with the illusion of form or finite. Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson. In fleshly animation and youth. You too, you and Asiyah. You be your authentic truths. You be who you innately know that you are. You will be who you innately know in which we are. Dimensions of the infinite sea. Infinite creation. I will relax into the love or my innate divine wisdoms. And so it shall be, and so it is ordered. Shalom.
Divine woman, our kisses taste like freedom. The ideology of sin, we no longer need it. Divine